And good morning, everybody. Welcome. Hot Takes, Goodman and Haertl. Bruce, how are you this morning?
I am discovering some not skepticism, but some concern about the Nuggets, not just because of the Nuggets and their physical or lack of physical condition, but because of the West. There are some interesting signs of prowess in the West that I think are going to make this season extremely interesting.
Okay.
That's where I'm at.
Well, let's dive into that in just a
Yeah.
matter of moments as we have a
Okay.
key injury to chat about as well, which could severely hamper the Nuggets in getting the seed that they want, but we'll get into that in just a minute. I want to tell you about the Sportsbook Bar and Grill. You can find them in the DTC. You can find them in Parker. You can find them the spot I always go to in Highlands Ranch. It is a sports bar that was founded and created by sports fans. So if you really love a great sports bar, go to a place that isn't corporate. Go to a place where it's a bunch of local guys who said, this is the way a sports bar should be. And it is an outstanding menu. All different types of burgers, tons of different types of wings with multiple sauces, outstanding appetizers. Just love the appetizers there as well. Drink specials, they always have them there. It's great to watch the Broncos, regular season and in the playoffs. And of course, when the Broncos season eventually ends, you're going to have a full run with the Nuggets and the Avalanche, and who knows, maybe the Rockies if they can turn it around that quickly. But don't hold your breath. With that, Sportsbook Bar and Grill, you can find them in the DTC, Highlands Ranch, and Parker. Time now for the lead.
The lead is presented by Sasquatch Casino, a family-owned casino that treats you like family.
Nuggets started a 7-game road trip last night. Didn't go well. Mavs beat the Nuggets 131-130. Peyton Watson misses a game-winning three-pointer at the buzzer, but that's not the big news. The big news is Cam Johnson went down with a knee injury. He's waiting for the MRI results. Initial indication he could miss some time to significant time. With Gordon and Christian Brown out, and now more than likely Cam Johnson, Nikola Jokic, MVP, if he can carry them through this, if Johnson is out for an extended period of time, and give a lot of credit to Jamal Murray with the way he's played,
right.
They should just hand Jokic the award before the voting even starts.
I will be honest with you, Eric. I really wanted Jokic to take that shot at the end of the game. He had a potential game winner. He gave it up for Peyton Watson. It was a wide open three. I don't mind the shot that Peyton Watson got.
Yep.
I just would prefer Nikola Jokic to take the shot. Okay, fine, whatever. Here's a thing that's starting to bother me. First of all, injuries. Hell, I'm knocking on wood for the Broncos' sake. Injuries are a hell of a lot bigger problem right now for the Nuggets than they are for even the Broncos, and the Broncos are 17 weeks into the season. That is a whole show in and of itself. But I'm concerned about there are times when this team defensively just doesn't show up still. And I know what the statistics say, but in their 8 losses, they're giving up an average of 128 points. And there are nights when you watch them, and maybe it's just the NBA kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, I watch Oklahoma City, not every night like we do the Nuggets, and they got their ass handed to them last night. So,
right.
But they're a team that generally defends at a high level night in and night out. You can generally kind of hang your hat on that peg.
Yep.
The Nuggets, they still have this tendency to kind of float in and out of interest in the moment, and it bothers me a little bit. Now, look, I'm not shaking a stick at 20-8.
Yep.
Here's what I'm saying. I see Oklahoma City and what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Dallas has put 131 in each of their last 2 games against the Nuggets and beaten them both in Denver and now in Dallas.
Well, fortunately, they won't have to play them in the playoffs.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Cooper Flagg is a problem.
Yep.
And a delightful problem, by the way.
Yep.
I am going to be a tune-in Cooper Flagg kind of guy when I get a chance to see him play. He's a fun guy to watch. But San Antonio has made great strides right now. The Lakers are obviously right now are not playing at a really good level, but there's a few people at the party now in the West that maybe we didn't quite think could be there as early as they're getting there. And now you've got these injuries. If Cam Johnson, and we were talking glowingly about him yesterday, maybe we gave him the bad luck. I hate it when that happens. I mean, if you take a guy like that out of the lineup for a good portion of the season, or God forbid, all of the season, you still have questions with Gordon and Brown.
Let me ask you something. Off the top of your head, who are the top 3 defensive players for the Nuggets?
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
Peyton Watson.
Yeah, you can go there. Give me one more.
I think I could go there.
Give me one more guy just for fun, because I'm trying to push you into a corner to make my argument.
Well, I think Nikola.
Full disclosure.
I think Nikola Jokic is a much better defender than people give him credit for. But Jamal Murray has done a really nice job this year too.
I think you're forgetting about Christian Brown.
Oh yeah. I've forgotten about Christian Brown because I see him on Meritrust ads. I mean, that's the closest I see him to playing right now.
So I would agree with you. Those are the top 4 defensive players.
Yeah. Yes.
And probably starting tomorrow, they'll be missing 3 of their top 4.
Right. I agree.
Picture what this team would look like in the championship year if they were missing 2 starters and had to start a rookie in Christian Brown and Bruce Brown.
Yeah.
Or they had to start Bruce Brown and Jeff Green, or Jeff Green and Christian Brown. Now picture what this starting lineup would look like last year. If they were missing 2, now maybe 3 starters. They'd be dead.
Well, they'd be dead because they didn't have depth. They've at least got quality depth.
And
now,
that's
right?
my point. And that's why I think they might be able to stay afloat.
Yeah.
Hopefully through this 7-game road trip that they have. But, Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing well. Peyton Watson has started to pick up his game.
Yeah.
They're certainly getting contributions from Valanciunas.
No, you're
so
right.
And so forth.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. You've helped me a little off the ledge.
Right.
But there are things. They're a rolling mash unit. That is disturbing to me. You're 28 games into the season and you've got monstrous issues that are lessened by what you just talked about. The fact that they do have quality depth. But here's the thing. Your depth isn't as much quality anymore when you're starting 3 guys that you count on for your depth.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they're starters. So I mean that gets to be a little bit more shallow pool. I'm not panicking. I'm concerned. That's all. I am concerned because so much right now has been run through Jokic and Murray. They've been kind of keeping this team afloat along with their depth. And I'm not going to discount their depth. The Valanciunas, Hardaway, Brown, that mix has been very important for them. There's no question about it. But now these guys are going to be used in different kinds of minutes, in different kinds of ways. I think it's a concern.
And it is a concern.
Yeah.
But let's see what the injury report looks like in March.
Fair.
Now, if this MRI comes back, worst case scenario, ladies and gentlemen, Peyton Watson will no longer be coming off the bench.
No, he becomes a starter and a high leverage, many minute starter. He's going to get a lot of minutes.
And Cam Johnson, for the most part, hasn't been great offensively. Peyton Watson has not been great consistently either.
No.
But is it fair to say they're equal defensively?
Yeah, I mean,
then you're getting the same guy.
Right. You're getting the same kind of guy.
Absolutely. But who's going to take his spot when coming off the bench?
Yeah. Well, those are the questions.
Right.
And you see Wemby starting to do Wemby-like things, and you knew this was coming. Yep. It was just a question of when it was going to get here. When was he going to become so good that he could lift a team just by his presence on the floor,
right,
and the very unique things that he does? We have been very fortunate, blessed as NBA fans and followers to see the burgeoning of two really unique players in the history of the NBA in the last 10 years, Nikola Jokic and now Victor Wembanyama.
Who would you rather have over the next just 5 years, not for the rest of their careers, the next 5 years? Wembanyama or Jokic?
For the next 5 years.
That pushes Jokic to about 35.
Well, I think you'd have to take. Well, do you get Jokic's supporting cast, or do you get Wembanyama's supporting cast?
No, you're starting a team. So I'll just go for the sake of argument the next 3 years. Who do you want? Next 3. Because Jokic, I think, will still be playing at this level in the next 3 years. Next 5, I'm not so sure. Who would you rather have?
I think for 3, I'd take Jokic. For 5, I'd take Victor.
You guys are on a first name basis? Good for you.
We're on a first name basis. And I think that I would be cautious with that. Victor Wembanyama is to a point now where he is elevating his game in leaps and bounds, not in small steps. He's, he can totally take over a game, and he's willing to take over a game.
Well,
Jokic can take over a game. He's just not as willing to take over a game.
Right. Well, that's been the Jordan LeBron debate.
Totally.
LeBron would have made that pass to Cam Johnson. Michael Jordan would not have.
Yeah, no question. You're exactly right. Yeah.
All right, let's get into the game tomorrow. Broncos against the Chiefs. Considering the Chiefs are down to their third-string quarterback, do you think a dominating defensive performance against the Chiefs' third-string quarterback will make you feel any better about the defense, or is it a wait and see until the Chargers game?
I think it's wait and see until the Chargers game. Here's my deal. Give them their 9 points or whatever it is that you expect them to score. Get out of there without any injuries. That is my prescription for this defense tomorrow. Communicate better. I mean, you've had 1 day basically on the field, and it was a walkthrough yesterday. Essentially, they'll walk through again today.
Right.
But make sure that your communication issues are checked. Make sure that we've got the whatever the mojo is for being able to tackle instead of whiff and olay a lot like they did against Jacksonville. And that's progress in and of itself. But the rubber meets the road when Justin Herbert comes in here and Harbaugh and company for a game that is that has the potential to be monstrous on January 4th. But no, I don't think that this is a game. This is a game where you expect the defense to rise to the occasion, play well against a team they should be able to dominate, and get out of there. And hopefully they can get out of there without injuries. If they can do that, then that's checking the box, and I feel good about it.
I understand they are going to Arrowhead on a short week. I understand this is a division rivalry. Okay. Is this the easiest game on their schedule so far? They played the Titans.
Yeah, the Titans.
Not a very good team.
No,
I get it.
No.
Okay. They played some other teams that are not very good. But when you look back and then look at tomorrow, would you say this has the potential to be their biggest layup on a 6-foot hoop
The
for Wembanyama of the season.
the only thing that I would give the Chiefs credit for is that Steve Spagnuolo defense. That wasn't great last week in Tennessee,
Yeah.
but they still have pieces, and they can still play, and they can still confuse you, and they can they disguise, and they can do things. So I would say yes, on one level, you should be able to dominate enough defensively that it doesn't matter.
Right.
And it's not like the Chiefs didn't have some success. I mean, the Broncos didn't have some success against the Chiefs. I thought the 22 that they put up was a pretty good performance by the Broncos offense against that Chiefs defense, which at the time was top 5 in the NFL, giving up about 17 points a game. So, but the circumstances are different, to your point, Eric. And let's get to it. They look like they've checked out. They didn't play with any kind of focus or energy in Tennessee. Tennessee won their first home game of the season last week, and they did it in convincing fashion. This kid has had 1 day of reps in his prep to make his first start in the National Football League. So there's all of those. What was
his day of reps? I understand they didn't practice yesterday.
Yeah, that's right. So actually, he probably today they on a walkthrough he gets some reps. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, they didn't even work yesterday.
I understand you and I are both football fans. We both like football. It really doesn't matter what teams are playing.
Right.
But for the most part, when you extrapolate it out, are you really looking forward to this game, to watching this game, honestly?
This is one I want to get out of the way.
Right. But are you looking forward?
No. Oh, no.
I know. Doesn't that suck?
No, I'm not. I mean, I want to see them get into a better rhythm than the one that they didn't play with against Jacksonville.
Yeah, but they're two totally different teams.
They are,
and that's when one team's really good and the other team, forget about circling the drain. They're already in the sewer system.
Yeah. But I think I fully expect the Broncos to win the game.
Yeah.
I just would like to see some things that you feel like, oh, okay, good. I'm seeing this again. And it won't make any difference to me whether they're playing the Chiefs at 6-9, swirling the ball, as you accurately put it. To me, it's just whatever good feeling you can grab and starting to create a foothold when you know that you are really going to have to get after it next week.
I'm gonna make a parallel between the NFL and college football. For the most part, were you looking forward to the Alabama Oklahoma game?
Yes.
Were you looking forward to the Miami A&M game?
Not as much.
For the most part.
But yes, for the most part. Yes.
Were you looking forward to Tulane against Ole Miss?
No.
Were you looking forward to James Madison against Oregon?
Didn't watch 1 second of it.
This Chiefs game is Tulane against Ole Miss to me.
Wow.
It's probably not going to be close. If it's on and I walk by the television a couple of times, I'll stop and take a peek, and then I'll walk away.
Well, I hate
and that to me is this game on Sunday. It's a meg game, and quite frankly, I'm sure the players would totally disagree with me. The fans will totally disagree with me. I honestly wish tomorrow's game was for the division lead. Mahomes playing, everybody healthy on both sides of the ball. Have at it. This to me is a huge letdown in which I'm not really looking forward to watching this game. Well, I have to watch it, but I'm not really looking forward to watching it because there's nothing on the line and it's a team down to the third string quarterback.
Well, I mean, the problem with this game is the only reason that you would want to watch it is if all of a sudden they were in position to lose it.
Correct.
I mean, somehow if they are in a position of, in a tenuous position late, then it's the kind of watch that just makes you nervous and leaves you out on a shelf, on an emotional shelf, and it's not good for anyone. If they're winning the game and winning the game convincingly, then it's really not not worth the watch.
And summing up what you just said, this game, I know it sounds silly. It is the Chiefs. It is a division rival. It is the team that has dominated the AFC over the last 8 years or whatever since Mahomes has started. This is a no-win situation for the Broncos. If they win the game, everyone will have expected it. If they win in a blowout, everybody will have expected it. If they lose, holy shit.
Yeah, I hear you. It is an important. It's a very.
Do you think they're going to move up? What? Not that it matters.
Don't give me power rankings.
Right
Now.
What I'm saying.
Here's the deal.
No. Look, can I finish?
Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
Let me go Ross Pro on you. Can I finish?
Tuck those ears in.
Can I finish? Do you think in the next set of power rankings, if the Broncos beat the Chiefs 45-3, they're going to move up a spot?
Don't
If
care.
they lose, they will plummet.
Yeah, but who gives a crap about
I agree.
that at this point? Here's the importance of the game. It sets up the next game. That's the importance. The rest, how they win this, really, I'm not going to say that there's not some element of importance to that too. You want to be able to check some boxes and feel good about adjustments. You're making adjustments. What does Sean Payton talk about all the time? He talks about you've got to learn from your mistakes and then make the adjustments and be better the next week. It's what they've done well this season. That much you give them great credit for, because win or lose, they have done the same thing. They have adjusted and they have come back stronger the next week. You want to see them do that because that's the logical progression that this team continues to make. Other than that, couldn't care less, because everything is in front of you for the last weekend of the season.
I look at this game and I say to myself, what can I learn from this game if they win? And my answer is nothing. When I looked at the Jaguars game, I could learn a lot about the Broncos watching that game. Packers game, I can learn a lot by watching that game.
Yeah.
Chiefs game at home, I can learn a lot by watching that game. When they played the Texans, I can learn a lot about the offense. How are they going to do against arguably the best defense in the league? Cowboys game, I can learn a lot about the offense. How do they play against a crappy defense? This game, I don't think I'm going to walk away from this game learning one thing.
No.
Unless they
nor
lose.
are you trying.
Unless they lose.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you.
Yep.
I mean, that's absolutely right. This is a win the damn game, try to check some boxes, set yourself up for next week. Other than that, there is no storyline in this game to me other than staying healthy.
Yeah. I would agree.
That's it.
With that, people are going to be opening Christmas gifts in Denver in 24 hours. What are our Christmas gifts for the Broncos, Nuggets, Avs, and Rockies? Also, if we have time, let's dig into the Pro Bowl, as the Broncos got 6, tying 3 other teams for the most Pro Bowlers in football. That's next.
Ferguson's Heating and Cooling is the best in Denver, and their customers agree. Ferguson's has 165 5-star Google reviews, and here's one from Betsy. Highly professional, prompt, and honest. I switched to Ferguson's when I became aware my former company was trying to sell me a whole new system I didn't need. Ferguson's is an honest, working, family-owned business that'll give you a fair price, the highest quality parts and equipment, and they always show up on time. You can trust the Ferguson family like you trust your own family. Go to fergusonsheatingandcooling.com.
Everyone has their favorite barbecue spot. Mine, Smokin' Dave's Barbecue and Brew. My favorites, slowly smoked ribs, smoked corned beef Reuben, smoked meatloaf with a portobello balsamic cream sauce. And don't forget about Smokin' Dave's 16-hour smoked brisket and pork with one of their 4 homemade barbecue sauces. Great sides, you bet. Barbecue beans made with pork and brisket and their southern corn bake. Man, you got to try it. Plus, they have amazing non-barbecue entrees on the menu. Go where I go, Smokin' Dave's Barbecue and Brew in North Denver.
Sasquatch and Wildcard Casinos in Blackhawk have another incredible promotion. They'll be giving away a Ford Maverick Tremor truck or over $25,000 in cash the weekend of January 9th. Daily cash drawings are every 45 minutes between 10 a.m. and midnight. Players can earn daily entries with every locked-up jackpot or by redeeming players' points on their players' cards. Sasquatch and Wildcard Casinos, loose slots, great promotions, delicious food, and a family-owned casino that treats you like family.
Everyone has their favorite sports bar. Mine, the Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Highlands Ranch, DTC, and now in Parker. All their locations are everything a sports bar should be. An upscale menu with 12 different burgers, outstanding wings, and my favorite, the Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. They've got every game on the NFL Sunday Ticket, MLB Extra Innings, NHL Center Ice, NBA League Pass, plus soccer, rugby, and UFC. Sportsbook, great hangout bar, great for private parties. The Sportsbook Bar and Grill in Highlands Ranch, DTC, and now in Parker. They are the sports bar.
Ever wondered where city and county fleet vehicles go when they retire? Now's your chance to find out and score big. Imagine driving away with a great deal on a reliable vehicle. For over 45 years, Roller Auction has been the trusted source for government fleet vehicles and equipment. Trucks, SUVs, sedans, and more, all selling to the highest bidder. Don't miss out. Visit roller.bid/hot takes to get auction updates today. Your next vehicle could be just a click away.
And welcome back. Hot Takes. Goodman and Haertl want to tell you about Ferguson's Heating and Cooling. I've worked with them a couple of times over the last month and a half, and they are as stellar as every 5-star Google review that you will read about them. And I've given them a Google review as well. Why? We had a problem with our furnace. They were out here in a matter of hours. They didn't sell me something that I did not need. They fixed it. It was quick, easy, boom. Then about a couple of weeks later, we had a problem with our hot water heater. Our hot water heater was maybe 10 years old. We knew we needed a new one. We got a new one. The price was fair. They were out here immediately, and we were taking hot showers again same day, which is awesome. Ferguson's Heating and Cooling, highly recommend them. I don't know who's better, Ferguson's Heating or Cooling or Terrence Ferguson, who's the tight end for the Rams. Oh, by the way, Ferguson's Heating and Cooling, yeah, Ferguson, Terrence Ferguson, Cody and Dawn, that's their son. Sorry, I'm a Rams fan. Unless they play the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Sure.
That'd be my only caveat.
And he's having a nice rookie season. They use him a lot more now. He's in their he's in Matt Stafford's sights right now. It's good stuff.
They have some great tight ends, and Terrence is just getting started with his career. Ferguson's Heating and Cooling.com. Time now for What's Trending.
What's trending on Hot Takes with Goodman and Haertl? Brought to you by Mile High Sports.
At the risk of being a follower, not a leader, let's do what everybody's going to do today. Let's give out Christmas gifts to all of our teams. So, with that, what would you give the Broncos?
J.K. Dobbins back in good shape for the playoffs.
That's exactly what I was going to say as well.
And I think that's I don't know if it's a realistic Christmas wish, but from what I'm hearing, it's a possible Christmas wish list. There you go.
Okay. You and I agree on that. Nuggets.
Right. Well, it's kind of along the same theme. I mean, a better equipped MASH unit. I mean, we've talked about it at the beginning of the show. Their health or lack of it at this point, to me, is becoming a bit of a concern, more than maybe a bit of a concern.
Right. I would say more specifically, they have a fully healthy roster by March 1st.
Okay. Yeah, you've been good and solid on that, and that is what you're pushing for, no question, because that's when the second season really begins in the NBA, and that's what it's all about. The first season is window dressing and getting yourself placed. The second season is elimination in the playoffs. Good stuff.
I'll also throw out there, just for fun, don't finish with the 4th or 5th seed.
Yeah.
Because then you get Oklahoma City in the second round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good.
Avalanche.
How about a falling star in Dallas? I mean,
what does that mean?
Well, I mean, I'm seeing Dallas continuing to just nip at the heels in this remarkably historic season that the Avs are having. Look, I know they're going to see each other in the playoffs. That's fine. I mean, you would think at some point. Now,
Yep.
at this point, it would be a Western Conference final. I think I've got that right.
Yep.
And it looks like for the world, it's going to be a Western Conference final if they do meet. But
You're hoping your wish is bad luck for Dallas?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
Doesn't that go against the Christmas spirit, wishing somebody bad luck?
Yeah. I mean, I'm a bad person. I'm not wishing them ill health. I'm not wishing.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I nowhere did I say in my wish of a falling star in Dallas, which is a general umbrella that I'm kind of laying out for the path of the Dallas Stars. I don't want anyone getting injured. I just want to see them fall back a little bit more to the pack.
What does that matter as long as the Avs stay on top?
I want to see the Avs make sure. I think that there is still a psychological issue with this team in trying to beat the Dallas Stars. I would like to see that lessened a little bit. I'd like to see them beat Dallas a few times convincingly. I would that kind of stuff. So
generally
they've lost 2 games and they're still only like 5 games or 5 points clear of Dallas to me is stunning.
Okay. In the past, for me, every year for the Avalanche has always been, like we just did with the Nuggets, health, specifically Gabe Landeskog. With that, my wish for them is, and they don't need a lot of help. They don't need any gifts under the Christmas tree right now. But I'll give them one because this is what we're talking about. I'll give them a third-line center at the trade deadline.
Oh, all right.
They don't need goaltending. They don't need a lot of help defensively. They don't need help on their top 2 lines as long as they stay healthy. Their depth looks good, but if we're nitpicking here, I will take a third-line center or somebody stepping up, Ross Colton maybe, to be the third-line center. Rockies. Can I start?
No.
I've gotten every wish I've wanted. Now it's just time.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. It's a whole new regime. They've hired guys from outside the organization with credibility, with World Series titles. Let's just see how it all unfolds. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm talking out loud, my Christmas wish is for Dick Monfort to take a nice long vacation, stay out of the office, and he shuts down his cell phone, where no one can talk to him about any new ideas that they are thinking about doing.
Yeah, my Christmas wish for them would be that Dick Monfort just accepts his role as the benevolent owner, and that he stays out of baseball business.
Right.
Just
he goes
out
hiking,
of baseball business. Right.
He goes hiking in the Amazon with no cell service for the next year.
And enjoy it. You've earned it. But I'm with you. Time is the thing now for the Rockies. And good for you, because we've been hard on the Rockies in the last few years.
Yeah.
But there is nothing, and I think I can speak for you in this, that we would want more than for the Rockies to be first relevant, then competitive, then in a championship mode sometime in the next 10 years.
Here, I'm
going to
follow
that progression.
I'm going to give you a little pushback. I don't believe we've been hard on the Rockies at all.
Yeah, they've earned everything that they've gotten.
We've done something worse. We've ignored them.
Yeah.
That's worse. That is apathy at its highest level. That the media only talks about the Rockies when they're bad, which they've been bad. But I'm saying all we're doing is complaining. You know what the Rockies are? So we have the Broncos, the Avalanche, and the Nuggets. That's a Christmas gift. Okay? That's a Christmas gift. The Rockies over the last 3-4 years, they don't celebrate Christmas, or we don't celebrate Christmas with them. We celebrate Festivus. We stand around a pole and complain and air our grievances. This year, they've graduated to Christmas.
Yes. Nice to have them aboard. Nice to have them aboard. People forget the Rockies have put together 3 of the worst consecutive seasons in baseball history.
Yeah.
It's going to take time to dig out from underneath this. And this, to me, is the greatest sadness of my time in Denver. Because when I came in at a time that the Rockies were on the rise. They had consecutive postseasons. They won 92 games in 2018 and played off for a division title against the Dodgers the day after the end of the regular season. And then from then on, when they had an opportunity, when they had a foothold, they went totally the other way instead of building on what they had. They had a foundation on which to build. And if they could have been more selective and they could have made better decisions, then they would have been in a much better position right now. But here we are now, Eric, 7 years later, coming off 3 of the worst years in Major League Baseball history. And all it's done is made the last 8 years of this franchise a complete and utter waste.
Let's get into the Pro Bowl. Broncos have 6 guys tied with 3 other teams with the most Pro Bowlers. Benito, Miners, Bowles, Surtain, they are starters. Sutton, good for him.
Yes.
Sutton is a reserve. Zach Allen, you can make the case he could have been a starter, but he is a Pro Bowler. He is a reserve. There are a lot of different directions we can go, but we're running out of time this morning. I'm going to dive right into Surtain. He was named to his 4th Pro Bowl. He will likely earn another first-team All-Pro, which would be number 3. He is also the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. If he continues on this trajectory, should he be considered on the Mount Rushmore of Denver Broncos players?
Yeah, well, if he stays on this trajectory, yes, because he's also.
Let's start with Elway and Manning are definitely there.
Yeah.
Definitely. And then you have an argument, if you want to have one, is it Shannon Sharp? Mm-hmm. Is it Randy Gradishar? Mm-hmm. Is it Terrell Davis?
Absolutely. The great thing is you've got some options, right? I mean, that's the beauty of the Denver Broncos and the depth and the tradition that they've had. But no, if Pat Surtain continues on this trajectory, you're talking about 8 or 9 Pro Bowls. I mean, and then not to mention all of his All-Pros, and he would be ascending at the same time that the franchise is ascending as well. So, yeah, I mean, I will say this, that's a slam dunk.
Right.
That's a Mount Rushmore slam dunk.
Here's something to consider here. And I'll ask you before I lay out my case.
Sure.
If Pat Surtain decides to retire at the end of the season, which he won't, and he gets that 3rd team All-Pro, first team, is he a Hall of Famer?
I think, well, you could make an argument that he is. I think probably that is an argument that you would agree with maybe just a little more time. Let me give you some apples to apples. Sure, I got you.
Okay. Terrell Davis, 2-time Offensive Player of the Year. Pat Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year. Terrell Davis, first-team All-Pro 3 times. We're expecting Surtain to be a first-team All-Pro again.
Right.
Terrell Davis, 3-time Pro Bowler. Surtain's already at 4. Okay? With that, I don't know if Surtain will make the all-decade team. I think he will already. We're already going into 2026.
Yes.
And, right, so Terrell Davis was part of the all-decade team. I think that Pat Surtain would be on it. when you look at short careers getting into the Hall of Fame, your poster child for that is Terrell Davis. Yeah. Now that I've laid this out for you, I mean, listen, 2 Super Bowls, that helps get you in as well. Pat Surtain doesn't have any.
Right.
So when you have a guy who's played a short career in Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame, and Pat Surtain, if he retires at the end of the season, can't you make the case if Terrell got in? Why not Pat Surtain?
I think
for as dominant as Terrell Davis was, and I think he had the second best 3-year stretch of any running back in NFL history.
Yeah, and
I always thought it was him. You know who's tops? Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
He was even better, which is hard to believe.
Love my boy Barry Sanders.
I know you do. Wichita guy. You're a Wichita guy.
Yep, absolutely. I mean,
and I'm a Topeka guy.
Yeah.
So my guy is Dale Burkholder.
Yeah,
his former coach.
The all pro thing is apples to apples, but it's different from a running back to a cornerback. Also a running back that rushed for 2,000 yards in a season and a running back that went to 2 Super Bowls. I think that Pat Surtain has a little more work to do in that regard, but and I'm knocking on wood, health allowed, he will get to that sooner rather than later. There is no question. We are seeing a Hall of Fame arc for Pat Surtain. He is the one player on this football team that I think you can make that argument for without blushing. There's no doubt for me on that one. But just a little bit more there. And, what I want to see now is who is the next guy, and will there be a next guy that we can have that conversation with without stuttering about? Does that guy exist? Could he be on the roster now or, in the near future? The arc and the positivity of this franchise is pretty impressive right now. And I don't think Broncos country has any idea. Well, I think they have an idea, but the ownership and the ability for ownership to do what they can and will do is staggering for what the future of the Broncos can mean.
One more quick thing before we go. Let's go over these Pro Bowlers again.
All right.
Benito, Miners, Bowles, Surtain, Sutton, Zach Allen. Who's having the best season of the bunch? I don't know if you and I will have the same answer on this. And I hope we do.
By the way, there's 7 Broncos alternates as well. I mean,
but that doesn't count as a Pro Bowl.
No, you're right. You're right.
I mean, Bo Nix is a first alternate?
Yeah. The guy that's an alternate that I thought could have been Pro Bowl was Devon Key on special teams. He has been a guy whose name I've written down many times during the course of the season.
I'll give you another guy. Yeah. Alex Singleton. Forget about that he missed a game because of cancer.
Yeah.
Alex Singleton has been a monster out there tackling. It's not that he's just making tackles. He is finishing with authority on those tackles. He is driving guys into the ground who in open field tackles.
Yeah.
Yes, he's gotten beaten sometimes by tight ends and running backs, but when he has a beat on someone, they are not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But getting back to the original point,
I'm going to go with Bowles, Miners, or Miners, Bowles. That's where I would go.
Me too.
Those guys, to me, when you stop and look at the metrics of protection, winning in run rates and things of that nature, just protecting Bo Nix, especially with the blind side with Garrett Bowles, who I am really happy for.
Me too.
I really, you're talking about a guy in his 9th year right now, or, and just has been such a perseverant force for that franchise. He's almost he's indicative of what the Broncos have become, just with his patience and with his perseverance and now with his aptitude. Yeah, I would go with probably Bowles, Miners, Bowles.
So Bowles' resume is second team All-Pro and now Pro Bowl.
Right.
He doesn't have many years left, I don't think. I mean, he's an older guy. But with that, is he a Ring of Famer? Do you think they will put him in the Ring of Fame with so few accomplishments on the resume?
Great question. I would say at this particular juncture, probably not. Probably not right now. But I'll tell you what, Eric, I mean, remember, he was one of those Utah guys, so he was a little older when he came into the league. Now he's got 9 years, and he hadn't missed much time. He had that one season. But by and large, he's played a lot of football.
Yeah, remember John Elway, the greatest compliment he paid him was, he's out there every down.
He's out there. Availability.
He was available.
Yeah.
Now John Elway certainly stopped short of saying he's a really good player.
Yeah.
That was the number one compliment he gave him, which was kind of backhanded, but at least he's on the field.
Yeah. I'm really excited for him. And I do think that he's got a couple of years left that he can really continue to affect that offensive line, which has been really damn good. I think their best unit on the field. And that's tough to say with that defensive front, which is really, really close.
Yep.
But it's not a mistake that the Broncos are having so much success because they've got a great offensive and defensive front. That's their strength.
That's going to do it for us. Hot Takes, Goodman and Haertl. Merry Christmas to all. We will see you on Friday. Make it the best possible day you can.